embrace. Now, another style is value-based, supportive, influential, directive, and then it is detached. And we'll take up, and the last slide, we'll come back to this, and just for your reference, we have got some references over here from where I got this, from how I prepared this PowerPoint slide, just for you, for the references are here. And we have got 10 minutes, we'll quickly go to the questions. And thank you all for attending. And maybe if possible in the next series, we might elaborate on some of the things that I have just rushed through, being more cautious of the time. So if you have any questions, please put forward your questions. Now the question that I have here is how to motivate ourselves in such a way that we get over our fear, how to make ourselves practice every day, because we forget this when we start our normal work. Sandeep Singh. Sandeep, good question. And the answer is plain and simple. It is meditation. It's not that it's true, believe me, meditation helps. And I have been practicing meditation for almost 10 years now. I came to Australia in '99 and I was very lonely and I was homesick. And since then I started reading Gita and I started meditating it. So it's almost now 12, 13 years that I have been doing it regularly. Every day I do it for half an hour in the morning, and it is easy. Time management is important. We need to learn this art of time management. There's no, means if where there is a will, there is a way. We need to have that will and we'll find a way out. So in the morning, practice it. It's very easy, and what do you need to do is, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to remember any God. You don't need to concentrate on anyone. Just watch your breath. Just watch your breath coming in and going out. Going in, coming out, and that will give you concentration of mind. Concentration of mind is exclusion of thoughts to the other thoughts. That what happens is that you concentrate your mind to a particular thought, excluding all other thought, and that is the thought that you're trying to do, that you're trying to watch your own breath coming in, going out, coming in, going out. So that is what you need to do, that you need to concentrate on your own breath. That's it. Second is, when Peter Drucker says is incorrect, it's just that purpose are either good or bad, but in this individual opinion, it's worth pursuing for. Example, Hitler was a great leader, but his cause is seen as bad in this community. Is cause good? Was good? I think it's perception and reality that makes it good or bad. Very, very true. Very true. This is coming from Sunil Kumar Kamble. That's very true, that the perception makes it good or bad. I had in one of my slides, I have a quotation from Hamlet where it says that there is nothing right or wrong. It is the thinking that makes it right or wrong. That's very true. The thinking, the kind of thinking that you have, it makes it right. Now, I'm not saying, no, I cannot say that Peter Drucker is wrong. No, that is not my idea. What I'm trying to say is that Peter, the definition that we are trying to relate to leadership is not wrong. What he's trying to say is the only definition of leader, mark the word, only definition. It is very authoritative. It says the only definition of a leader is someone who has followers. That is not true. I may have thousands of people following me on my Facebook or on my Twitter. That doesn't make me a leader. Leader is someone who has got the ability to motivate people, who has got ability to lead people, who has got ability to motivate people to achieve a common goal. So that is a mark of a leader. Leader is like Nelson Mandela. Leader is like Winston Churchill. Leader is like M.K. Gandhi, Steve Jobs. He's a leader. Larry Page, founder of Google, he is a leader. That is what it is. You should have that potential and the power to motivate people to achieve their best. Leader is not someone who is sitting at home and putting the tweets and Facebook, chatting on Facebook. That is not what I mean. That's my personal opinion, and not to say that Peter is wrong. I cannot say that he's wrong. And to answer your question, that's very true, that there's nothing right or wrong. It is the perception that makes it right or wrong. It is generally the world is projection of our own distorted thoughts. What we see in the world, it is a projection of our own thoughts or projection of our own views. And if inner belief, inner view is distorted. The vision that we are going to have about the world is going to be distorted. So next question is, competence has been listed one of the tendencies that define and shape true leaders. However, I believe that a person is competent in all fields. Does this mean that a person can be a leader in only some specific field and not to be a leader in all activities that he undertakes as part of his life? Very true. It is coming from Pramod Kumar. No, competence doesn't mean, competence means the work that you're trying to do. If Arjuna, look, the plain and simple definition of dharma is, we will find all complicated explanations about dharma, but in my view, what is dharma? Dharma is what lies before you. Whatever lies before you is your dharma. And competence here means what lies. Competence in the thing that lies before you doesn't mean I cannot be competent in playing cricket. I don't know how to pray, so that doesn't mean that I need to be competent, but I need to be competent in the job that I'm doing. I need to be competent if I'm trying to present something. I should be competent enough to actually express my views. I should be competent enough to actually put my points across. So that is competence. I'm not a developer. I'm not a software developer. That doesn't mean, but I'm a project manager. But if that's my swadharma, if that's my duty, then I need to be competent in the job that I'm doing. You understand what I mean? That is competence. If I'm a project manager, I need to be competent in the area that I'm taking up. So that is competence. Is a manager a leader? Is a manager a leader? Manish Shawant. Okay, there is again a saying which is from Peter, which says that there's a difference between manager and a leader. Manager is someone who does things right. And a leader is someone who does right things. You see that there's a subtle difference between manager and leader. Manager is a person who does things right. That's okay, because he follows procedures, he follows rules and regulations, and he is more attached to his own position. He cannot actually have any other focus. A leader is someone who actually always believes in doing the right thing. There is a quotation which says that you always do the right thing. It will astonish few and gratify the rest. So what is the motive? That is the mark of the leader. The leaders always try to do the right things no matter what. So that is a leader. Managers, they can become a leader, but it is only if you try to be the leader by doing the right things. Not means doing the things that are right. Means you need to be punctual. You come in the office at 9 o'clock, you leave at 5 o'clock. That is the mark of a manager. But when you think outside the box, when you think about the greater good of the people, that is a leader. Trying to lead someone, trying to motivate someone, trying to elevate yourself from your selfish thinking, and being more selfless, being more generous. That is a leader. Now there is another question, which is, if mind is empty, what should be done? If mind is empty, what should be done? Mind, Raghuram, mind cannot be empty. And if mind becomes empty, person becomes enlightened. And that is the whole purpose of this spirituality and meditation, that people, they try to become thoughtless, not mindless. If we become mindless, then we are nowhere. We'll be in the asylum. But the idea is to become thoughtless. If mind is empty, mind can never be empty. And if someone is able to empty his mind from all the thoughts that are generated, then that is called as samadhi. That is the last stage in Yoga Sutra. Samadhi means, sama means equal, and dhi means that you become